All
right. So this is a weekly presentation series hosted by Agaric, where we try to share some things we learned in the past week with each other and anyone else who would like to join and may also want to share something. And today's presentation is by Michelle Metz.
Great. Hi.
Okay.
We're presenting on a thing called SS7. Has anyone heard of that?
I mean, that must be pretty old regarding the loan number.
Yes, it's very old, but it's still very relevant. Has anyone heard of SS7?
No, your military used to name the Soviet surface-to-surface missiles with the SS letters, initials.
Well, this stands for Signaling System 7, which was created in 1995. I'm sorry, 1975.
Oh, even better.
Yes. For the plain old telephone service, POTS, right? So it was created then, and 1 minute, let me just grab my pad here. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes. You're sharing your video right now. So.
Oh, you can see the video, but I'm not sharing my desktop. So, okay, so this is taken from a presentation at CCC, the Computer Chaos Club, by Tobias Engel, and I'll post a link to his thing at the end. So SS7 is Signaling System 7, built in 1975, and it's to locate, track, and manipulate data, and people and data. So using only a phone number, you can track anyone anywhere on the planet. Now here's the craziness about it. SS7 has no authentication layer. None. Because when it was built, this is the part where I do the screen share. When it was built, when we were little, screen share, come back. Oh, it's not letting me screen share now. Oh, I have to wait when I click on the screen share. Okay, so when it was built, okay, I'll just go through it without the slides. It was like a walled garden. There were only a few telcos. Therefore, they did not need authentication, so it was not based on an IP address. It was based on a thing called global titling, which could just be a name like Joe or Sam or whatever. And global titling is tied to your user account with your telco. So it's used by the roaming services for when you go out of your area. This SS7 signals the telco and says, hey, he's over the border now. Get his info. That sends a signal back to your home telco to get a file or folder that's called the HLR, and it's the history of all of your account with your telco that has everything in it, your credit cards, phone numbers, birth stuff. And then it says, okay, this is him, let's move him across the border, so that and it's worked in with the other telco being able to charge roaming charges, etc. Okay, so let me just minimize this for a second. Okay, so this was used for the plain telephone system, and it was fine. It was a walled garden. There were only about 5 or 6 telcos then. And then we started adding things to this signaling system layer. Mobile apps, roaming, SMS, and mobile data. Still, there is no authentication on this. Okay, so here's the scary detail. For access to SS7, all you have to do is buy an account from a telco company. for a few $100s. And then you too can use SS7. Okay, so I'd like to get my slides up here. Oh, here it is, screen share. So I'm sharing my desktop, right? Can you guys see my desktop?
Nope, it's still you.
Still me, huh? All right, let me go back to that. Where did I go? Are you seeing my desktop yet?
Nope, still.
A picture of a network configuration? No. Okay, let me see if I go over here and do the screen share. Okay, there, sorry. Oh, whoops. Here we go. Start screen share.
Got it.
All right, so this is what a walled garden would look like. And I'm not going to go into detail since this is a 5-minute thing.
Oh, we were already talking for 5 minutes.
Yes, I'm about to wrap it up. This is a walled garden, and this is a not walled garden. So basically what happens when any transaction is initiated, the, whoops, back there, the providers, the telcos, do a shake hand thing. Let me see if I can find the relevant slide for this. They do a shake hand. I got to get this presentation better.
Handshake,
next
they call
week.
that.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. And basically what I was saying is when you initiate a transaction, the telcos do a handshake type of thing, and there is no authentication on that. There are many ways that you can get to this layer, and you can modify the person's text message. You can change the call to go to your phone or to another phone. You can do just about anything a telco would do behind this. So here, can you see my screen? This is the summary. So all you need to do this to act on a person is their phone number, and there is a mapping thing that works with this where you can see like a map of the globe and see them as a red dot traveling around on it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, cool.
I would say if you're into working with anything that has to do with SMS, you should definitely look at this, System 7 signals, because there are things, oh, wait, one last thing. There's things you can do to avoid it, the countermeasures for operators. So operators can avoid this. This VLR, that's your roaming, visitor location remote, and the HLR is your home location. So you're switching between those without that authentication layer on the providers things. And this is the end slide, countermeasures for subscribers.
Yes, that's what people say. You can stop using cell phones.
So that's the last slide in my...
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Next.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'll get it into a little better shape for the next one, but I think we can stop presenting, and now I can stop broadcast.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye.